Most of you know, as a child movie star, one of my most celebrated roles was playing an android boy equipped with artificial intelligence and the capacity to love. Back then, I never dreamed that actual AI robots would eventually be our bosses at work. But Hitachi is making that a reality, and your next manager might look like this. Workers at some of the manufacturers' warehouses have started to take orders from AI programs which are meant to increase productivity. Hitachi says it is working, and productivity in the warehouses with the robots is up 8%. A lot of people are nervous at the idea of humans being replaced by robots, but I say it's fantastic. People have been worrying about this for 200 years, but as society becomes more automated, humans learn new skills and life becomes better. What's the worst thing that could happen?
You now have 5 seconds.
A classic, right, Sean?
That's RoboCop 2, right?
That's the original. That's Robo 1.
That's the original RoboCop. That's the first one.
That's the best.
Yeah, he was the prototype. And then, obviously, didn't work out. He said there's some glitches.
Yeah, and they needed the human version of Peter Weller to get involved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, do you even want any job that a robot could do?
Yeah, I think it'd be great to have a robot boss. You get all those robot holidays off. That'd be a fantastic.
Exactly.
You know, like parts in Labor Day. That's such a bad joke. I had to say it.
What do you mean? What does that say about me? I love that joke.
You like that one? Thank you, buddy. All right,
Parts
cool.
in Labor Day.
Parts in Labor Day.
I'm writing it down. Look,
Boom!
But somebody has to maintain these things. It is kind of true.
So it kind of creates jobs, but doesn't it kind of even out if you're creating the jobs that you're getting rid of?
Well, you got the nerds in the white shirts that are designing it.
Yeah.
Then you got the blue-collar guys in there with the wrench fixing it, right?
You guys look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to be a robot repairman in 10 years.
Have you considered a career in robot repair? Liz, what kind of jobs would you like replaced by robots?
Oh, God. I think the toll booth operators.
There you go.
That actually...
Another automated thing that's wonderful. Easy pass, right?
Anybody who's crabby. You know what? And I was thinking about this story, and I thought, all right, so if your boss is a robot, then who do you go in to complain about? I mean, can you complain to a robot about your coworker?
You just complain to a bigger
does that
robot.
shut down complaints?
Yeah, it's true. Michael, now
I think robots should replace theater critics.
Well, hey, I was just about to ask you.
And anchors.
Could artificial intelligence judge art in that way?
Absolutely. It doesn't take a human being to know that something like Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark is a terrible show. But I can't complain about this because robots have been replacing assembly line workers for years, so it's about time they start replacing the bosses.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Joanne?
Why stick to the little guy all the time?
How about, Joanne, you've had plenty of jobs in the service industry.
Yeah.
Come on, robots could replace waiters and waitresses, right?
No. But the point of this is it's replacing the people who give orders to the people underneath them.
Yes.
So it would be like the GM of my restaurant. Now, I would be fine with a robot replacing, the higher positions because then they don't need those higher paychecks. You can give the money. It'll trickle down to the littler people who they now say with this robot, productivity is going up. If productivity is going up, you got to be paying these people more.
Fantastic.
So I think that it could actually benefit the people who work under the robots.
It's eliminating
I think it's a good idea.
that middle management layer. But
it's got to be weird to ask for time off from a giant toaster, though. That's got to be kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? Going to ask for a weekend or something, and he's like, no.
You got to learn a whole new set of techniques.
Can you imagine
right?
go for ask a personal day? You got to sort of confess to the robot some terrible little problem you're having at home with your wife.
There's no sympathy whatsoever.
Zero.
He's like, does not compute.
Essentially, though, isn't it happening now, Liz? Big like what you said, Jono, that restaurants, big chains like Olive Garden, essentially middle management is a computer because it's all about data, isn't it? Food buying
it's really
and hiring.
Interesting that you mentioned restaurants because what McDonald's is finding is that when people order from a kiosk or an iPad or whatever, they actually order more food, strangely enough. So that even helps more their bottom line.
That's right. And, because you're not
They're
embarrassed.
not embarrassed about ordering a lot of extra food.
Yes.
Being there.
I love the touch screens. You see it in a lot of the Asian restaurants in the big cities. Fantastic. Okay, coming up.